who really wanted to run, didn't want to just have the office handed to them first, could be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. It could be in a similar situation, or they could be qualified for the ballot and ready to go. The fact that they have chosen not to, I think, is an indication of what their real commitment is to being prepared and to run for the office and wanting to serve versus waiting to have an opportunity handed to them. It's a little bit of an argument there too, but I still think it's a valid.
I think the real question is, when we replace Mr. Thomas, if he resigns, let's say he resigns 2 days before the petitions are due, he hands in his petitions for AG, you hand in yours for county attorney. We, the board of supervisors, have the statutory mandate to, or authority to name an interim person. Are we naming that person for, a 6-month period of time, or 5 months, or whatever, until the general election, or are we naming them for 2.5 years?
By a fair reading of statute, it's until the next general election. That would be in November. The way I read 16.230, it would be that if the person resigns at the appropriate time frame in their term, where someone can turn in petitions to qualify for a ballot, there shall be a primary to select candidates who would then stand for election and serve out the remainder of the term at the next general election, which would be this November. I think it's clear. To the point you make, though, about his timing, I can't see him gaming the system and waiting until the last possible second to resign. Here's why. He is still very concerned, I believe, about his reputation within the Republican Party, such that if he were to do something like that, which would make it difficult, if not impossible, for any Republican candidate, and he's not doing me any favors. I've been getting out and around and doing all the work that I've been doing, independent of any help from Andy. I let him know what I'm doing, but I haven't asked him for any favors. If he were to game it like that, even if it benefited me and somehow raised the very issues that you've raised, that would put him in a very bad light with large segments of the Republican Party. That he has to make an argument to, regardless of what his campaign narrative is, to be successful in the primary against Donald Trump.
So what's your best guess? Well, if he resigned,
I think it's the beginning of April. Sometime within the first week or two. That's my best guess. Now, if I were counseling him, I would have told him he should have resigned last year. In order to spend the time he needs to do things. But that wouldn't take into account whatever personal concerns and measurements that he has made for one of the state office since then. I think that's a time frame that would be a reasonable time frame for him to do things now. Could he stay beyond that? But when you start getting within that 1 month time, the arguments that you're gaming the system, I think, get stronger.
well, I'd ask our elections department board to ask others various questions. I probably shouldn't comment on it because it was an NE session, so I won't go any further.
Okay.
There are varying opinions, legal opinions.
Right. And in my conversations with Karen, she mentioned a couple of what her concerns were from just the administrative side of trying to handle the circumstances and situations. And I talked to her about validity of petitions, time frames, legal presumptions.
Yeah.
and for someone who's not an attorney when it comes to election law, Karen is really good.
She's great.
And obviously has a lot of experience doing it. So we had a very good conversation. I have taken everything that she has said and the circumstances into account in dealing with my exploratory team, which I got to tell you, we have been on average at least a month ahead of meeting goals that I expected us to meet and put together a fantastic team. We've got a marketing team designed both with typical earned media operations, but also with a specific intent on engaging the Hispanic community and involving them in the campaign and future operations of the county attorney's office to eliminate what has become an ethnic and racial divide in the party, which is, I believe, an artificial divide given shared values, particularly when it comes to family values, that I believe by doing this and running for the office, I can help strengthen our party overall. So,
no, he hasn't catered to the Hispanic community. He's
catered or engaged?
Engaged. He's viciously attacked from a policy standpoint. It's been a disaster.
It really doesn't make any sense. It's very self-serving to run on a single issue, which, in fairness, illegal immigration is an important thing to take into consideration. There's a strategic impact, and I've spoken out in public about it, that I think the next county attorney has to understand that in order to incorporate that into rational criminal justice policies so we can do what we need to do. But the rhetoric that approach is generating is harmful. It's harmful to the community as a whole, and certainly in political calculations. It's devastating to try to reach out to a significant portion of our community and incorporate them in a political discourse.
So let me ask you one more time. You don't know, you don't have any direct knowledge from Andrew Thomas that he is going to resign. You're just speculating.
I am.
Given the circumstances that you are.
Correct. Given the total circumstances that I've been aware of, and in our conversations, he has never communicated anything to me that I should be careful about how much money I'm spending. I should be careful about the effort I'm putting forward. I should be careful about how I'm communicating his intentions and what he may do. Not once. So everything that I have heard from him, while equally so, he hasn't been encouraging. Yeah, that we need to get out there. We need to do this. Has been, if I were to run, everything that you're doing would probably be your benefit. Things along that line. But I was at LD4 last week, and they noted that this coming weekend is a Republican picnic out in Sun City West. And Andy Thomas and his campaign for Attorney General are going to be there. That's here towards middle-late March. Other places that I've been, they have them on the calendar in April and as late as May. We're appearing in legislative districts and Republican groups to talk about running for Attorney General. So, and these are events that I know are confirmed even after the most recent round of meetings in the paper, which if he was suspending operations, because there's one, I can't remember the legislative district, but there's one legislative district he was going to go speak at, and my committee coordinator had called to try to get me time there, and was told, well, Andrew Thomas is our featured speaker that night, and that's been confirmed. So we'll have to get back to you if there's going to be time for you to speak. And this is after everything that had happened. Yeah. And after I had heard, there's a rumor that he had suspended campaign operations. And quite frankly, I don't have a degree in psychoanalysis. But if you were to try to get into his head right now, what is the easier, from a personal, emotional standpoint, course of action? Stay for 2 more years in a job where you have created such a negative environment that there is no rational expectation to be able to rebuild relationships, to be a functioning official, let alone an official who could have a reasonable expectation to run for re-election. Or, with the narrative that you have built, even if it involves a reality that only exists in your world, that allows you to lead, claim success, and then have a shot in a primary where, all things being equal, a conservative Republican is more likely to win than a non-conservative Republican. There's a base calculus there that he can work with, and if he can pull together and rebuild his image enough, there's a fighting chance.